live stream. Today I am working on a sunflower journal and I need to get some pages put in there. So I'm going to take these envelopes like this and make a fun little page insert for this book. I'll show you the book in a few minutes. But if you're seeing this red live button, we are live. If not, you're on the replay. That's great too. Just type in hashtag replay. Let me know that you stopped by. Wednesdays here, I go live in part of the Artistry Collective. And that was put together by Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage and includes myself and then Leah from Make All the Things With Me. And then we end the evening with Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage. So we hope you will do a little channel hop with us and hang out while we craft. Let me know that you're in the house. Say hello. Ugh, my glue keeps getting clogged. There we go. Got it. Okay, so I am just going to put these envelopes like this, and then these will make a nice pocket. Tonight I'm going to be using digitals from Guided Creation Printable Designs, and that is all these beautiful sunflowers. I know sunflower season is just about over, but that's okay. I love it. It is October 1st, and beautiful fall colors will start to pop all up around Western Washington here, and I love it. Hey there, Cheryl. Hello, hello. Pouring the coffee. Thank you, Karen. All right. So I kind of cheated with this book a little bit. I did a double decoupage on the front cover, and I'll show you that in just a second. We're going to find a spot for these little pages. And the way I kind of cheated is I used some scrapbook paper and I just cut it down. So it was a 12 by 12 sheet. I cut it down to 6 by 12, folded it in, and those are all of my base pages. And then I've just kind of been adding to the pages as I go along. So I did a double decoupage on the front of this Reader's Digest book. And then I've got 2 signature slipped spine in here. I want to put this little pocket over here, and I've got an eyelet up here because I want to put a little dangle. This was some envelopes that I folded down, and now it's a wonderful pocket. And I have started covering some of it, but you can see here is all of my scrapbook paper. So these are just a smidge too long, and I can decide to cut them down. Maybe I want to use some decorative scissors. I could fold some smaller. I could make some little fold outs or something. So I just leave them long until I'm decided what I'm going to do here. And I think these pages that we just did. Now this is kind of a dark brown. These are called truffle. And you can see I left this little flip flap here because that's going to make a smaller little page. So can decide where this should go. I kind of have all the unique stuff at the front, and then it's just cardstock in the center. So I don't know if I like it like that or if I want to change, but let's see what this looks like here. I kind of do like it like this because then it kind of smaller, medium, and bigger. So I kind of like that. It's like a little gradient. And that doesn't mean I still can't put some other things in there in the centers of these. Now I like I love this cardstock because it is crepe paper, the old crepe paper. It feels so dreamy. It's just wonderful. It's like buttery soft. But I like starting with a cardstock base sometimes because it gives you a nice strength and support to do whatever it is you want to do on your pages. So if you print on just regular printer paper, it's pretty thin. So then you can just start gluing it down to your pages. You could also put a layer of book page on the back. Now, I did this for the color on the front. I wanted the yellows and the oranges like we see here. The colors on the backs of them are a little loud for what I want. So these will be covered. And we could even glue these together to make some top loading pockets or what have you. If you do that, these pages then won't slip in and out of the book. So unless if you glue them like this, then they'll come out as a unit. But if you glue them like with the elastic in the center, then they won't come out. Okay, so I probably have way more pages than I need, but that is okay. I'm okay with that. What I wanted to do is to start by getting some of these. Now, this is the Fall 25 kit from Guided Creation Printables, and you can see a lot of them are pockets, which I thought would be about perfect for putting them on here. Or if I wanted to use these just to cover the page, I could have a nice border or outline, maybe an ink, cut off these little tabs, and this could be a page. But I do kind of like them as like a pocket, but again, I just printed on printer paper, so it'd be pretty thin. But a lot of them, she has all kinds of fun little flaps and folds, and I think it would make a wonderful little folio once you put it all together. But they also make great pages. So if you have some fun little pieces in your junk journal printable kits that you don't know if you really want to use them like this, try to look at them in a different light and see if maybe they could be some sort of a fun page, or maybe they could be a fun tag or belly band or whatever. I think I'm going to glue. I love this tree. This is just such a cool little tree, especially right now for fall. So I think that's going to be the cover of this one. I'm going to need to cut it down just a bit. And then I also want to make a little paper bag pop up in the back to hold all of my pieces in. So I still have a lot of work to do in this journal, but that's okay because I'm loving all of the fall colors. How's everybody's Wednesday going? You're still busy packing. Oh, I'm so sorry, my friend. I remember last year when you said you thought you were going to have to move, so that day is here. Okay, so this is going to go like that, and then we'll cut it right about there. Now, Cynthia from Guided Creation Printables, she's been doing some other fun things on her page. She's been hosting some fun little, it's like a bingo-like game, I think, with these printables. So there are a lot of other things that you can do with them. Oh, no, come on. Oh, it's going to rip, I know it. All right, all right, all right. That is not helpful, trimmer. Not helpful at all. You went grocery shopping, had to pick up your daughter, and she had, oh no, rotator cuff rotor cuff surgery. Oh, that's no fun. Rotator cuff surgery, I'm guessing. No fun, no fun. Okay, so trim this off. Okay. And that is about the perfect size for this envelope. So I'm going to glue it down. And what I'll probably be doing tonight is just going through and trying to get all of these pieces on their respective pages. And then I'll be able to just have a fun play with all of the ephemera. There's lots of tabs. So I think it will be great. And I'm thinking this one here, since I glued the envelope closed, I want to cut a little opening so that it can be a pocket as well. Trying to get this a little bit centered. Okay, so now I can cut here, and that will become a pocket again. I've got some beautiful tabs, so I definitely want to use those. Oh, gosh. How has everybody's October 1st been? I can't even believe it's October yet. I feel like I haven't even started this year yet. It's just been all a blur, honestly. I guess that's what happens when you have surgery. Okay. So that's going to be that one. And then I'll have to put a picture here because I opened this up over here. So we could use this one. That would be great. I love all of these sunflowers. They're just so, so perfect. Okay, so I don't know what Cynthia had in mind completely for this kit because there's so many cute little flippy flappy things. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, I see a whole book here. So that can be really fun. Okay, so this one here, and then we'll fold it about here. And before I tear it, I'm just going to double check that it's correct again. Got the right size I need here. Yep, all right. Yeah, rotator cuff surgery is no fun. Any kind of surgery that involves the joints is just really no fun. No fun at all. I hated doing, when I was in nursing school, we had to do a rotation on the post-op floor. So it was they just called it the surgical floor. But everybody who had had surgery, we had to spend quite a bit of time there. And the people who had knee replacement surgery, I felt so bad. We had to hook them up to this knee machine, and the machine basically just made them, it almost like their whole leg was strapped in, and it made the knee move like you were pedaling a bike or something. Ugh, and most of them just, it was so painful. I felt bad. It's like, oh, that's the torture machine. But the idea is that it gets the joint moving. And that is one of the secrets to after surgery healing, is just get up and get moving. Obviously carefully, but get up and get moving. Okay, I get that one good. Yeah, I'm loving this brown as the background as well. Okay, there we go. That one's just glued on there. And then this should still be a nice pocket here. So there's some tabs that come with this kit. So I'll be able to put in some little side journaling cards there. And we'll do the same thing on this one. So let me see. I've got this whole kit like all over everywhere. Oh, there's some other fun little pieces here. These are just like some cute little newsprint or something. And then you can fussy cut all of these flowers. And they don't look like they're too terrible to fussy cut out. Maybe this piece will fit on one of our... Actually, let's cut it out and see if it'll work for my little tiny page. And the beauty of these digitals is that you can print them again. So if you have, 2 signatures or 3 signatures or whatever, you can print as many as you want or need. I always love having that freedom. Okay, so let's see what that looks like folded in half, if that will become our little half sheet. Oh, no, it's not quite big enough. But I could print 2. I could print another one and just glue it here. And then it could just be a cute little page. So that's how that little page will work. But I was kind of hoping that I could fold it over. If you want it more triangular like it is, you could just fold these points over. And then, of course, put something here like one of the little clusters of flowers. That could be cute, too. I think this is about the right size, though, to just glue down here. Maybe I'll do that on this side, and then I can trim this and maybe put a piece of lace there. Lace is always good. I've got some beautiful brown lace. This week is a little weird. I was supposed to have a gastric study done on Monday, and they canceled it till November, which is no fun because I just really wanted to get it over with. But I have a mammogram on Friday, which is no fun because I feel like I just had one. This will be, I think, my third one this year. Ugh. But this one is just my annual checkup one, so hopefully it'll be okay. It's just screening one and not the diagnosing one. And the hard part about that is I'm still mostly in a wheelchair when I'm out and about, so they don't like it because they're like, can you stand? Can you? I'm like, not for that long, no. So they do accommodate, they just aren't real happy about it. Which I get it, because it means that they have to like move their machine around and all the things, but it is what I need done, so. All right, there we go. And I don't have to have an ultrasound with it this time, so that will be nice as well. Okay, now these little pieces that you cut off from here, they can become little hinges if you need them too in another area of your book. Where did it go? So, you know, you can just pull this piece, or here, actually, I would probably just cut it off. And if you need a little hinge or flip flap, you can add a little tip in or whatever you like to do using the same colors that's already in the journal, so nothing goes to waste. That one is a little thinner, so I'm just going to toss that one though. Okay, so there's some of those. I love this tree. Who else loves this tree? Give me some thumbs up if you like this tree. And there's just every little piece that I look at is just wonderful. Now you can see these have some fun, it's like a fun little, I don't know if it's like a pocket or what it's supposed to make. I'll have to ask Cynthia, but I'm just going to use them in part of my book. Now these will make some really cute tags, and I love this little photo stack. That would make a nice little tuck in the corner. I do want to back those onto some cardstock though, so that they are a little sturdier before I just put them into the book. And you can print directly on cardstock, which was ultimately my plan, but my printer just did not like it the other day. I don't know what was going on. I even tried putting one page in at a time, and it still didn't like that. So there's some beautiful pockets and butterflies, a little corner pocket here, and then she's got the little tabs on them so you can have the gussets if you want to. Or like I said, you can just cut this one into a square, use it as a little background piece for a cluster, or another, you can use it as a regular pocket. If you don't like this lip, which I think is kind of cool, you can cut it straight across. Same with this one here. I love this. Let's see if this is about the right size. It is. I think that's going to go here. Hello, Pina. Welcome. I am playing with papers from Guided Creation Printables today. This is her Fall 25 kit, and I am loving it. Of course, once I've got most of these sunflowers in where they're going to go, I will be using Nuvo drops on them. I absolutely love bringing out that extra texture. We used to go to State Fair every year, and they had this huge garden display where they would put in really massive sunflowers. It was one of my most favorite things to see at the fair. We haven't gone now for quite a few years, and we used to work in the barn for rabbits and chickens, and I really kind of miss going. Okay, so let me see. Is that even? Oh, that's going to be too small, but what if I put it there? I don't know. I love this butterfly. Okay, let's keep looking. I've got so many other ones. And I already did a little play last night and got some of this going. I've been working on this book kind of off and on for a little while. And Yeah, these pages, I love these. These will be perfect to just glue right on some of these bigger pages. I don't know, what do these even measure? Let's see. Let me see. Those are 5 by 5.5. So my pages are 6 by 6. So I'll have a little bit of room to do a border on the edge. And we could put some book page around and then put these down. That would be really pretty. Let me see. So those didn't work. So like this one here is a, I think it's supposed to fold up and be like some kind of a little fun folio or whatever, but I might use it differently here and just like cut it so that like cut this piece straight here. I'll show you. And then we can just use it as regular background paper. You could use these pieces as like little flip-flops or whatever you want to do with them, but I think it will just be great just as background paper. So maybe that will go on here. Let's get rid of this white edge. Now I can't remember, I think last week I was working on this too. Maybe it was Monday this week. Ugh, the days just kind of blurred together, guys. I was working on some of the envelopes for this kit, putting them together. Nope, that's not gonna be the right. I wonder if I fold this in half, if that will be the right size. It's gonna be too short. It would have an edge on it, but that would mean I could, oh, actually we could put this one here. Does it fit? It would. We could do that for sure. Okay, let's do that. What's everybody drinking today? I've got my Monster Rehab. Apparently, I need a drink. Okay, that's better. If you are just joining us today, this is our Wednesday live craft and chat with the Artistry Collective. We are a small collective of ladies. Karen's got some water. Good. A small collective of ladies put together by Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage. And we do all kinds of crafts. I typically do some sort of a paper craft. And Leah will a lot of times do something with a beautiful stencil. And then, or just some other home decor loveliness. And then Christy, she is our mixed media girl. She makes all kinds of fun home decor pieces and has started journaling as well. So you never really know what you're going to get from us. Sometimes I will do a home decor piece or some kind of fun seasonal project. And most of the time, though, I'm working on journals or whatever. We do have a fun collaboration coming up for World Card Making Day, which is this Saturday. It's on the 4th, the first Saturday in October every year, and it's going to be really fun. We've got a lot of fun creatives participating. All right, did I turn this? I did. And it's funny because some of the ladies, they're like, I don't really make cards. I'm like, just pretend you're making a journaling card. It'll be great. Okay, do I want to do this yet? I don't know. I don't know why I'm being so wishy-washy tonight. Just glue it down. All right, we're going to just glue it. We're nothing to it but to glue it, right? Hello, Tomorrow. Hi, Janet. Okay, and then I will go through and ink some of these pages as I work along. Oh, and some of the fussy cuts, I've kind of cheated there a little bit too. If I didn't feel like cutting them all the way out, you used my circle punch and just kind of punched them out so they can just be like a little spot of color. And then I don't have to worry about cutting out all of the details. And you can do that with any shape of punch that you have. Maybe you have a tag punch, or maybe you have a circular punch or an oval punch. Hello! Farmhouse Stencil Shop is in the house, guys. Hello, hello. We just did a really fun YouTube playlist with sunflowers and purple, and it was so beautiful. I didn't use many sunflowers. I had these cute little white ones that I put into a fun little holiday craft. So if you didn't check out that playlist, go check it out. Leah from Make All the Things With Me is amazing at putting together playlists, and she is a fun asset to all of our YouTube collabs, and even the card making day one on Saturday. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this here. I could just leave it as a fun little flippy flappy. Maybe I'll put another page on there or something as time rolls on, but this is just a cute little way to add in a fun little flippy book into your journal. So I do still need something here. And I haven't glued down my fabric yet. I'm going to glue it down, and then I'm going to put a lace trim here on all sides. And I left an eyelet here to put in one of the little prongs for a dangle. Leah is the collab queen. I had never done a YouTube playlist collab until she was like, come on, you have to do it. It's so much fun. And I was like, I don't really know how to do that. And she's like, you just make a video and put it in the collab. And I'm like, okay, well, if it's that simple, I'm sure I can figure it out. There is, you know, some little learning curves to it, of course. But so even these envelope patterns here, if you don't want it as the envelope, you could make this be just like a fun little booklet. You can cut out the butterfly. You can still fussy cut, whatever you want to do. But I just love these images. Yeah, the playlist can be a little tricky. I just noticed that the recent update was actually wonderful as far as I'm concerned, because it made it so I could do it from my phone. Like add my video to the playlist from my phone. The last time I had to like do from my iPad and then log in on a computer and like all these things. So it was a little crazy, but Leah is amazing, and she really helps us out through a lot of that stuff. So huge thank you to her. And then in our chat group for World Card Making Day, we have over 50 people. Now, I don't know that that's how many videos we'll wind up with, but we have a large group this time. So hopefully everybody will have fun making cards. That's what World Card Making Day is all about, is just to promote the idea of sending paper cards. And I think this day and age, it's so great to do that, because so many people get just email. You were able to add from your phone. It was, yes, I noticed it was much better this time. I was all ready with my iPad and thought, well, I'll just see if I can do it this way. And I was able to do it from my phone. So that's fantastic. Finally, an update that was like, made it better. Okay, so I think I'm just going to use this little piece here. And I think that's what's so fun. When I printed all of these out, I was like, oh gosh, I don't know if I need all of these little flippy floppy things, but I can use them for paper or something else. And then these little pieces here, you can stamp on these. You can make them into faux stamps. You can crinkle them up and make them into little paper ruffles to put on the edge. You can sew them, you can glue them, or you can toss them. I get a lot of them because I tell it not to print a white edge, but I think it's at the edge of the design. So And sometimes it depends on if you're getting a US letter size or an A4 size to print. And sometimes it's honestly just a printer as well. So I don't fight it anymore. Just kind of embrace it and go, yep, this is part of the process. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I still need to do. I thought I already did this side. Oh, it's shorter. That's why. Okay, fine. I like this fun little piece of map too. That's cute. We could even put that on the inside here if you were decorating this like a regular envelope. I am not though, because remember I made this cut over here. You could also put it on the inside if you like to decorate the insides of the envelopes, and then like when they open it up to put something in there, they could see it, but I'm not going to do that either today. Lots and lots of fun ideas, which is great. I love it when you can look at something and see like 6 or 7 different ways to go for your craft project. My book finally became a book today. I call it a book once I've got the pages in it. And right before the live, I just finished getting it ready so that we could work on some of these pages here. I wanted it to go this way. That's going to leave quite a bit of a border. I guess that's all right. Maybe I want this side. And we'll go right to there. And I can put lace again on the edges. All right, I think this one I will ink the edges just because it'll be a little easier to ink it now. And it is white. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, where'd the words go? Okay, somewhere under all of this mess, I had an ink pad. There it is. I don't know what happens when you paper craft, but maybe it's just because it's got so many pieces. This is Rusty Hinge. Rusty Hinge is an awesome color for autumn. Okay, wait, do you guys say autumn or do you say fall? Thank you, Christy. Hey, girl, hey. I usually say fall, but sometimes I say autumn too. I don't really know when. Okay, and we'll glue this one in here, and then that will make a fun little page and pockets. Ugh, my glue is mostly clogged again. I've been so bad with the lids. If I would stop dropping them, it would be great. I don't even know how I lost this one because it has a big blingy diamond-like look on the top of it. It's Nouveau glue, so it looks like your Nouveau drops with the diamond bling lid. Oh, and I still managed to lose it somehow. Gotta love it. I think these will be nice little pops of color to have in here. And then on these scrapbooking pages that I have in here, just the cardstock, I can also add in my packaging paper to them on the back side that I don't want to have visible. Okay, let's do... Now this one has this extra little page, and I can decide if I want that to be up here or if I want it to be in the back. So I'm going to let it go to the back since I've already got this other fun little envelope piece here at the front. So we'll just let it go to the back here. Okay, and so then when we get back here, we'll have all of these. And that I just left here. This was, I let it wrap around the envelope, and I didn't know if I would want this to be on the edge of the paper. I'm going to glue it down eventually. I just didn't know if I wanted to continue to see this sunflower here, or if I wanted to put something over it. I don't know. So I just left myself some options. Options are nice to have. Okay, so on these pieces here, yeah, see, like this one I don't really want. So I can do my packing paper there if I can reach it. It's fallen down. Here we go. So I have this huge piece of packing paper, and it's like hanging off my desk onto the floor. But I just cut off a piece. In fact, this might be the good perforated kind. It is. I love it that. Okay. So these ones are perforated, and you can tear off just a sheet, and they are about the perfect size. So what I'm going to do is just pull this page out. I could have covered these before I put them in here, but I just thought, well, I'll just get it in there and we'll go from there. All right, so I'm just going to glue this down and trim around, and that will cover the pattern that I don't want to see. And also this will give some nice room for journaling if somebody actually wants to write or put some photos. Can definitely do that. Come on, glue. I've had Mr. Frapps unclog my glue like 3 or 4 times this last week, but it's because I have the wrong lid on it. Now for this portion, you could definitely do a glue stick. And if you do liquid glue that's really, really liquid, it will leave wrinkles. And sometimes it might even shine through because the packing paper is so thin. Oh my goodness, I am not getting this glued down. Let's give it a poke with these tweezers and see if that helps. This glue tip does come off though, you just have to not lose it. Hey, we've got some more friends in the house. If you're here, if you would do me a favor and just put a thumbs up on this video, that would help me a ton. This is our Wednesday night live craft and chat with the Artistry Collective. We do a little channel hop. So after me will be Leah from Make All the Things With Me. And then after her will be Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage. So once I'm done here, you'll want to head on over and see what Leah's doing. Okay, come on, paper. And you can leave it with like a little bit of an edge of a trim if you want to. That's kind of interesting. You can wrap it around and let it be on part of the other paper, or you can simply trim it off. I think it makes for a beautiful background though. Oh, it moved. Because I don't have it good and glued down. So let's use some of this glue. I love Aleene's Clear Gel Tacky Glue, and we'll reach for it quite often. It is a lot thinner though, so you gotta be careful it doesn't bleed through. And one way to help, if you know your glue is liquid enough that it will bleed through, is to smooth it out. So I like to just use my little silicone tool And just kind of make sure there's no globs. All right. Yeah, that's better. And I like the tacky glue because it does give me a second to kind of wiggle things around. Okay, and see how this one's bigger over here? We could definitely fold it around like this and glue it down if we wanted it on this side. I'm just gonna pull it off though. Maybe. There we go. And then the same here with this one. So this sometimes can be some of the not so fun things that you have to do with your journals, but it is kind of the starting point, getting all of your base pages down. Okay, and then I love to see all this crinkly wrinklage. And we can just kind of run, oops, this one needs a new sponge. I have been having to replace all of my sponges. And Ranger sells the replacement sponges if you need them. I think they're also on my Amazon list. But once they start making this mess on your paper, that's when I think it's time to go. There we go. And like I said, I like seeing all of these wrinkles. And I still haven't figured out yet what I'm going to do with all the edges of these pages. Like I said, I could fold them to flip them in. I could cut the edges with a decorative punch or die cut. All the things are possible. And then I have some fun envelopes that were in this kit as well. So that's a pocket. That's a pocket. I don't have a pocket here. What? These ones, I think I might just glue these together and these can be a pocket over here. Or do I want a pocket at the top? Maybe we want a pocket at the top. But then I would have to trim these down as well. So many choices. Okay, I think one of these would be really pretty on here as well. It's going to be a little bit short though, so I need to put something behind it. A lot of people use their ruler to get a nice clean tear. I don't usually do that. I just kind of rip along. Usually my tears are pretty good. Sometimes they're a little off, but that's okay. Yeah, I can't wait for these ones. I'm going to put Nuvo on these, and then when you touch them, they'll have texture. That is like one of my favorite little tricks. So I think this will be beautiful here. We could make it a flip up if we wanted to, but I would want it to be a little bit thicker than this. This one is one of the larger pages. I love this piece too. So this could glue right onto the back of here, but that still is not going to be very thick. I would want cardstock, I think. All right. I think we have time to do my cute little paper bag pocket in the back. Just finished trimming this one out. There we go. So that one's going to go there. And then when we open our book, it's going to look like this. And I think that is super pretty. I'll have some trim here as well. Trim there, maybe. Oh, I need to trim this pocket down. But that's partially also what I need to do. So I'll probably move that in, put it here, put a trim, and trim this off. And when I say trim, I mean like a lace trim or some rickrack, some lace, some ribbon, something like that. Ooh, and I think this one could be fun over here on this little paper bag. I like how the sunflowers are on the left side. So when you open the book on the left side, they'll be on the left side. And they're kind of aiming in, which draws your eye in. So let's see if that's going to be about the right size. Leah, that's our 13-minute warning. Leah from Make All the Things With Me will be up next in our little channel hop tonight. And if you've never seen her craft, she does an awesome job. I wish I could stencil even half as good as her. She makes it look so easy. And she makes awesome projects from start to finish usually in just our hour. Yeah, yikes. Hope you know what you're making. We're in a little group text. And Christy piped in with, are we good to go tonight? And I'm like, yep, but I have no idea what I'm making. And then nobody else knew what they were making either. So I was like, all right, well, I need to get this book going. So let's do it. And I've been working on it off and on today because it had a lot of things that needed to dry. So drying time is hard when you're dealing with lives. Okay, I think I want to fold just a little smidgen over here so it has a nice ripped edge as well. And we'll get this onto there and then see if I have time to decorate my little paper bag pocket. I was watching Ren from Ren's Journals earlier. She was live. She is working on a really cute Edith Holden book. It makes beautiful journals. The Edith Holden books do. Okay. And I think the top is going to be about the perfect height. And we'll ink around these edges and glue it on there. So I have made a whole stack of ripped up papers, but they are starting to find their place. It's sometimes you got to take a little step back and go, okay, what is the goal here? Am I getting there? And I know I work in chaos. It's just creative, cluttery chaos. And that is how I work best. I know some people do not work good like this, but I like to have all my things surrounding me so I can see them and reach for them and grab them and dump them on the floor sometimes. All the struggles. Okay, there we go. And oh, look at that. That is like perfect. I'll put a piece of lace trim up there too. Okay, so let's ink that one. I really like that, and we'll glue that down. I really like to have a pocket either at the front or the back of the book, or even in this case both. So that way I can put all the little ephemera things. I can put a note to the journaler. I can put all the little leftover scraps and bits and pieces, papers that they might use as they work on the journal. So it's a really great spot to put something to hold ephemera and extra little bits and scraps. Ugh, come on, glue. It just does not want to come out. I could use my other glue, but it is really, really liquid. I keep getting glue all over these tweezers. They have a little house right there. Okay. Did that make it work? I don't know why I keep having glue sagas. All right, let's see. What do I do with it? Here is the little tip I've been using for this glue. I'm going to grab the other glue that I have just sitting over here. And I'll put that one in timeout. Okay, here we go. See, it has this big blingy lid. I can't lose it. Setting it up there someplace safe. If I have that, it hardly ever clogs. Ah, look at that. It works so much better. And glue for junk journalers is like the gas in your car. You need it to get anything done. So... all right, I love that. Look how easy and simple that was. And then I'm going to put some Nuvo around there, and that'll be right on the front page when you open the end page here. That one's going to go here. That will get trimmed down. All will be good. Okay, so we're going to flip to the very, very back. Oh, and I have these little envelopes somewhere in here. I will want to do a little flip up. So I could do it. Maybe I'll do it on the second page in. So those can be a little flip up. And I think they're like the perfect height. If it will cooperate. There we go. Okay. And we'll put the other one. That go? That, oh, that was in here. All right, we'll put it in here as well. I don't always make my signatures the same, but I like them to kind of have some of the same pieces. Okay, and the number of pages that I do always differs. Okay, so here is our paper bag. And I tried to be cool, and I did some like a embossing folder on one of these, and it did not really work so good. And I tried to make it like into a belly band, but it was too fragile after having been embossed. Okay. So this is just going to go right here, and then we'll put a little tab here, and it opens like so. And so now we need all the little pieces to fit on here. And that is perfect, what we have for some of these little parts and pieces. See, like this one, I wonder if that could go, it could go on the inside. We could make it go this way, but I don't want it to go that way. My book is already feeling so much thicker. Ooh, that could work. long enough? Nope, not really. I'm putting this one back. That's actually about the right piece. I'm just going to swipe this piece that's supposed to be an envelope, but I am going to use the orange piece as a background on this little bag. And then somewhere I'll probably turn this into a pocket. So when you get your digital kits, look at the ephemera and see if it has other ways that it can be used. Seems to be one of my favorite things to do lately. Okay. I think that is almost a perfect fit, really. I'm gonna trim this edge off just a little straighter. There we go. And then we'll ink it and glue that down, and we'll put some sort of something over it eventually. Maybe a butterfly or a little cluster of flowers. And this is where on these little bags and other little things that you're decorating, you can really use all of your scraps. Just kind of go through, see what you have leftover pieces, and start putting those down. We could also put some lace trim on here when I get ready to do all of my trims. I was going to say my glue is clogged, but it's not. It was the other one. That's so much better. Just have to, side tip, don't lose the lids. You really do need them. I don't know why I've been struggling with lids so bad lately, but I really have. Helping your daughter with her homework. That's okay, Regina. That's important. Okay, so that's going to be right there, and then I'm going to put some sort of beautiful sunflower on there. So, and then I'll want to put something on the floor in that bag as well. And I've just got 2 minutes left. Leah, you're almost up, my friend. Awesome. Like I could take this little chain of flowers and put it over here. That would be really pretty, I think. I can also cut this one to go inside. So when it opens, we'll be able to see what's down in here. And then we can decorate here and here as well. So lots to decorate. And I do have some little scrappy pieces. Will they fit there? Not really. Ooh, but maybe the tickets. That could be fun right there. I think so. I like it. Okay. Let's cut those tickets out. Fun little place to sneak in some tickets. So if you haven't been here before, I'd love it if you tap your screen, hit that thumbs up, like, follow, share, do all the things, hit all the buttons for me. And again, this is our Artistry Collective Wednesday live craft and chat hosted by Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage. We are a little page hop every single week, and you'll go from my page over to Leah from Make All the Things With Me, and then we will end the evening with Christy from Christy's Crafty Cottage. So I hope you will go and check out what these ladies are up to tonight and every Wednesday. And it's been fun hanging out and crafting and chatting. and working on my book here. So thanks for joining me. And that's my time. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.